sinking in, I guess. But yeah, it's all right, I guess. Yeah, I suppose it's good to get, I suppose, a little bit of recognition for the weekend's game, and yeah, obviously I was lucky enough to get one last year as well, and yeah, back here again, I guess.
Did you win?
Sorry?
Did you win? Did you win the whole thing here?
Oh God, no, I'm not out to win any awards or anything like that, Maxie, but it'd be awesome too, but yeah, at the same time I'm more worried about how we organise the team.
Sholl, you probably could have got it earlier last year than when you did get it, and when you did, it was sort of like critical mass almost, a bit of relief. Now that you've got it and it's a little bit further on, does it feel like you're sort of a bit past the rising start? Like, to us it feels like you've been in the team for quite some time.
Oh no, certainly not. Look, I'm literally, I suppose that was my 12th game of the weekend, so I'm learning, every game that I play, and I'm out there just trying to help the side, and if that means being able to get on the end of a couple of kicks, then so be it. But then at the same time, I'm also more worried about how I can help the side. And, yeah, I suppose going on what you said, it's just, I suppose, pleasing to get a bit of recognition. It really doesn't bother me.
You picked 64 only a couple of years ago. What have you done to, I guess, go from that position to where you are now with, a regular in the squad and 2 nominations?
Oh, look, obviously going back then, it was a really special day to be able to get my name read out by the pros. But honestly, obviously, it did not bother me at all, where it was. But yeah, I was absolutely rapt to land here, and yeah, I suppose it was, as I came in, I was willing to learn and try my best to develop. And fortunately enough, I was in the hands of some great people, in particular early on, who were able to help guide me, and throughout my first year when I hadn't played senior footy, coming into the club, and being able to get that senior exposure as well was awesome. And yeah, the coaches and Emma Barr as well, our PDM, were awesome for me. In particular, early days, just to help me transition, and then also continues to develop to, I suppose, where I am now.
So is it hard work? Do you think it's got you to this?
I suppose look, there's no doubt that there is some level of work that goes into it, and as I said, I'm very lucky to have some great people who are here and also back home as well, who are supporting me and helping me through whatever it might be, whether it's on field or off field. But yeah, it's certainly some level of work that goes into, I suppose, trying to develop and learn your craft.
Because you're kicking on both sides. I think even your teammates are in awe often of what you can do. Is that something you've always just practiced as a junior, or have that's come pretty naturally?
Yeah, it was. I suppose growing up in the junior ranks and things like that, I always loved just to go for kicks and kick with my mates at the club and whatnot. It's sort of grew from there. Like you get comfortable, kicking on kicking a normal drop punt, and you go to the boundary. You kick bananas for a little while. You try all sorts of kicks. So over time you sort of build that capacity to, I suppose, where it is now, where I feel like I'm comfortable enough to go both sides. But yeah, I suppose back then it was all just about loving footy, and yeah, that's sort of where it all came from.
Any teammates give you any stick for like 26 kicks and 3 handles or something like that? Anyone sort of call it for on the way past that you felt like you earned it?
Oh, they might have been. I don't know. You'll have to ask the boys, but it is pretty loud out there. It is hard to hear things at times, but I hope I do.
Is it part of the game to get the ball in your hands and like progress with snaps? Is that a part of the drive? Did you guys have the prime moves?
No, certainly not. It's certainly not something that we touch on at all. It's just a matter of going out there and it's going to bore you, but playing your role and making sure that you're doing everything that can help the side win. And whether that means getting a few more kicks than what you might usually get, then that's great. But at the same time, the most important thing is to be able to stick to the team structure and stick to what the team needs.
I think you've had as many wins now this season as you did all of last season. What sort of vibe is that creating around the club this season so far?
Yeah, it's obviously really exciting. Round one was an awesome day to be able to knock off a great side in Geelong. It was really special, and thankfully we've been able to continue that and keep building. And that goes back to some of the work that we were able to do early on in October, November in the pre-season, which I feel has really set us up as a group to hopefully continue to build on a good start.
Surely in those wins you've been challenged significantly. Against Geelong they sort of came pretty hard. Same with Gold Coast, you were behind, and North Melbourne as well. What does that say about the youngest group in the AFL that you've been able to respond to three pretty significant challenges?
Yeah, I suppose touching on the Geelong game, it certainly it gave us belief that we can match it, and not just match it, but knock off sides that are really solid teams. From there that belief grows, and on the weekend when North were pushing us, it was just a matter of sticking fat to what we know and sticking to what we need and staying confident as well. I feel like that's something that's grown with us as well over the past few weeks.
How important is that as a young group when you chuck in a bit of training together, fitness, and now all of a sudden a bit of confidence?
Yeah, it's great. Obviously it's certainly something that you can draw on during games, and I feel like hopefully with each week we're building that that chemistry up, and hopefully building towards something a little bit bigger than just 3 wins. But it's obviously a really nice start.
Right, hitting the scoreboard too.
Yeah, that was nice. I was a bit flat that I missed the sitter I think I was like the second quarter or something. I was a bit flat with that, but thankfully I was able to get a little bit of ice cream. But yeah, that was nice.
Have any of the boys spoken about the fact you've had a soft draw and any further preparation that'll ramp up, in the weeks ahead?
No, not at all. I think level is that there's no such thing as an easy draw, and there's no such thing as guarantees in this business and this competition, I should say. But we go into every week, no matter who it is, making sure that we know what we need to do, and we go out there trying our best to execute that. Yeah, well, I hope not, Maxie. A bit unfortunate with the timing to get stitches, but I've got a bit of a head for radio at the moment, mate. But hopefully the scar doesn't get too bad. But yeah, I am single at the moment.